Ooh, what's going on, y'all? Let me see if I can get this the way I need it on this day, honey. Ugh. Okay. Oh, I think this will work. I don't like that I'm all lefty. What's going on, y'all? Get on up in here. Get on up in here. Yes. Yes, God. Dum. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing, honey? Ooh, let's see. Let me turn this down. Yes, turn all of that down. And yes. Ooh, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Savon experience, honey. Yes, God. Going to do allow some people some time to get on up in. I'm gonna talk about a few things on today. A few things on today. Yes to the ma'am. Yes to the ma'am. Yes to the ma'am. And don't y'all think that I don't know what Shaquansha ugly ass was doing on my page. Oh, I'm well aware. I am well aware of what her trifling ass was doing on my page. And I will have a response for that another time. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. But not today. Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Come on in, y'all. Come on in here. Come on in here, honey. Oh, come on, Mark. Your ass don't play. Come through basketball. Wow. Good evening, Mantra, darling. Good evening, Marcus. You know what? Use something else, not the basketball wives, girls. You know, we had to switch it up just a little bit. Give me some Black June Cleaver going on. How y'all doing this evening? Oh my God. Crazy is all I can say. Cray. Oh, Lord Jesus. So listen, a couple of things I'm going to talk about on tonight. I'm trying to give some folks some time to get on up in here because I want to talk about the housewife. I just lied to you. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta episode 5. What's up, Kimmy Lou? What's up, Rachel Kirby? How y'all doing? Come on in here so I can talk about a few things. I'm going to talk about these stipulation checks that's going to be coming out. Kind of give y'all some info on what I found about the stipulation checks. And I just want y'all to take heed, make note, ask your accountants, tax representatives and officials, banking partners, etc. So I am not an accountant or a tax official. However, I do want to share some stuff, and I'm going to give a little more time for some folks, for the rest of my 2 viewers and 2 subscribers to join the show. Okay, join the show. Did any of y'all see the Clark Sisters movie? I liked it. I enjoyed it. I would love to see a part 4 and 5. What's up, Tawana Boo? How are you, darling? What's up, Lizzie Pooh? How are you, darling? So listen, what I'm going to talk about first is going to be the stipulations checks that people are talking about and wanting to get. Then I'm going to talk about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, episode 5. And then I'm going to touch on Saquonsha's little ugly ass for being on my page and doing that review of the Savon experience. I'm going to get that little heifer back too. I ain't going to do it on this one, but I'm going to do a video for that. And then I want to talk about the Clark sisters, honey. What's up, Robin? Hello, love. Hello. Hello, love. What's going on, darling? It's been forever since I've seen you, Mrs. Wilson Brown. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. So yes, I'm going to touch on a few things, but I just want to give a few more people a little time to join my little session. I'm not having libations tonight. I'm actually having my normal water because I need it. Oh, no. Oh, mantra. You're going to have to see it. You don't have to be necessarily a Clark Sisters fan to watch the biopic. Most Black families know about the Clark Sisters just because, you know, all of the religious aspects too and religious family. I miss you too, Robin. And listen, while we're in quarantine, I've got this great tool that will allow you to come on and talk with me and join this live with me. It will be broadcasting on YouTube as well as Facebook. But, you know, if you want to join in, I can definitely bring you in. We can have our little check sessions. You know, we had a cute one 10 years ago. It was real cute. So we can definitely do that. But mantra, I'm telling you, you need to go out there and you need to watch the Clark sisters. You just need to. It's going to give you some insight, some things you may already know, but I think you should still go check it out. So I liked it. But I'm going to get on into the things of the things. What's up, Andrew Malley? How you doing? Yes, it will give you life. I think you need to definitely watch it. Definitely watch it. Yes, honey. Let's plan for that when I'm okay. Let me know, girl. You know how to get to me. I can send you the link. We can get on here. We can talk about some things, girl. I would love to do it because you know we are a true key. A true key. Yes, mantra. Please, please, please. What's up, Lizzie Pooh? How you doing, gal? Listen, y'all, that's my Lizzie Pooh right there, honey. So anyway, what I was saying, basically, I'm going to jump right onto the stipulations check. A lot of people, you know, the stipulations checks are coming out. They're excited about it. It definitely will help those, especially right now in the market that we're in, where so many people have lost their jobs. They have, you know, they're stressed out about what the next turn they're going to make. You know, everyone being made to stay inside the house. I just want everybody to know that, yes, you know, from what I've been reading and from what my accountant has been telling me, you know, it is an advance. So when I say an advance, it is a tax credit advance. So no special tax credit advance. So next year, just look forward to maybe seeing some results or some impact to what you pay and or get back when you file your return next year. Now, I don't know what that means for those who get SSI, things of that nature. What's up, Devin? Yes, love. Thank you so much. I don't know what that's going to mean for those who are on SSI, who have a retirement fund, you know, and they're getting money from that. I know you'll be able to get the stipulations. That's what I call it, the stipulations check. But I don't know what that's going to mean. So be sure that you're checking with your, you know, whoever files and prepares your taxes for you, whoever your tax consultant is, ask the IRS. Just be made aware, because a lot of people, if they get it and they're not aware that it may impact what they get back next year or what they may have to pay next year, they're left into a situation. So I don't want you to get into a situation from your stipulations check. So I'm just going to throw that out there so y'all can do your research. You know, let it be a help, but then also be knowledgeable in what it'll mean. Girl, she's going to report us to the chili dizzy. They're flipping around her shoulders. Listen, this is what old nasty 1997, honey. So I creep TLC hairstyle. I had to do something. One, I was tired of walking around here bald headed, and two, I didn't want nothing all up in my face. So I said, well, you know, what can I do to make myself look useful? So I pulled out this old wig. I done had her about maybe 5 or 6 years, and I just revitalized her, cleaned her hairline up, you know, because I messed it up. This was one of the first units that I had ever done as far as a lace ear-to-ear unit, and I jacked up that hairline. So I had to do a little work, and she came out all right. We're going to deal with it. We at home. We don't have nothing else to do, so we're going to deal with it. According to the IRS website, it's not supposed to affect new tax seasons, but I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah, Mantra, I heard that as well, but when I looked further into it, and they talked about how it is an advance on your tax credit for next year, I don't see how it wouldn't. But I just wanted to make sure all of my folks, all of my divas and jivas who watch the Savon experience is aware, okay, so that they know, and there won't be no surprises. I'm just telling you, because honey, I don't know what I'm gonna be this time next year. Hopefully I'm good, but you just never ever know. So anyway, we're gonna move on and get into Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. I know some people on here hadn't seen the latest show, you know, the latest episode on Sunday. I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm gonna get into it. Okay, so if you hadn't seen it, I'm sorry. Go check it out. Once I'm done with that, I would love if anybody want to get in and chit chat with me or bring about some other little topics. We can do that too. I'm just doing a little check-in with my folks because, you know, I ain't been on here live in a minute, and I just want to, you know, check on my folks. Can't socialize with nobody, so you know. They're counting on people being so excited. Yes, Mantra, they are counting on the fact that you are so excited, especially if you're in a situation right now, you've been impacted by COVID financially. And I think we all have. I know I have. So, you know, they're thinking that you will get so blindsided by the relief of it that you won't think about the go forward or the effects of it. And I'm all about the effects of it because I am real stingy with my coin on things that I don't want to spend it on. So at this point in time, I have to pay every year anyway. So I'm just saying I ain't trying to pay an additional $1,200. I'm just saying. Do you find it interesting that the IRS keeps your bank account information in the record? So, so then if you have filed it is in their system, you don't have to re-enter it. I'm not shocked by it at all. If you guys actually look at when you do any type of electronic business with any company, app, entity, etc., you have to read those terms and conditions that you are hitting the accept button so you can get to that get to that app and do what you do. I'm not shocked about it at all. Once you give that to them, yeah, they have access to be able to go ahead and deposit into your account. With that being said, okay, and it being the government, they can freeze your accounts. You know, they can always do that. They can also pull from them bad boys. So it is a bi-directional transaction, opportunity for a bi-directional transaction. So I'm not shocked at all by it, to be honest with you. At all. And then if you think about it, if you're doing your own taxes and you're filing and you use a service, they keep that information too so that you don't have to re-enter it. So we think about it from the convenience aspect of it, that we don't think about it, the backside or the background or I would say the undisclosed effects of you allowing them to have that information. It's very normal in today's world. Marcus said, oh, but you know what, Marcus, I get it, but I love Ratchet TV. It is my guilty sin, my guilty pleasure. I mean, I love it. I love watching these folks. You know, people think because you have a little money, a little status, you know what I'm saying, that you are a celebrity figure, that they feel like you're supposed to act a certain way. You know, we don't go through the whole prim and proper trainings that they used to do back in the day, where you would learn how the difference between a soup spoon and a regular spoon and a salad fork and a regular fork and which side of the table it should be in a goblet versus a wine glass and a juice glass. They don't do all of that anymore. So now you have all these people that's running into this money and they're still ratchet. And I'm here for it. I like to see it. I want to be a part of it. I don't like be in the room fighting these folks. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for it at all. But we're gonna get into the things of the things. So the episode started out focusing on Rashida and Kirk. And one thing that I will say about Rashida and Kirk, I am so excited that they're still together. They have been through some shit, but I think this story really tells everybody that, first of all, when you with someone 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, it is not a regular day at Disney. Okay? It's just not. You're not sitting there. Everything is not kumbaya all the time. Everything is not working in your favor. You got people who gonna lie, who gonna cheat. You're gonna get bored. There are struggles in a relationship. And I do like the fact that they've allowed their story to play out. They have subjected themselves to all type of ridicule, all type of responses and feedback. And I know that's made it even hard to keep a relationship going, because now you got everybody in your business telling you what you should and should do. He done had a baby, all of this stuff. And that's a hard, big, strong, I'm not gonna say horse pill, a Donkey Kong cow pill to swallow, okay, when you've got to deal with that. But it just proves that with a little patience, love, therapy, all of that good stuff, honey, you can make it work. You can definitely make it work. So I'm here for it. I'm here to see that they're still together. They were talking about in this particular episode what happened to their son. So if you don't know, their son was pulled over for, I want to say like a basic traffic violation, like turning without having a signal on or something like that. Pulled him over, had a little weed in the car, so they charged him with possession of weed with intent to redistribute. And I'm like, okay, if it was a real small, I don't know how you're gonna distribute that. Okay, they said he had a sawed-off shotgun with an actual silencer on it. I mean, these charges, and of course on the show, Rashida and Kirk was like, that's not true. They're lying about it. I'm like, well, do you still have to show pictures when you have that type of stuff in the car? Do they have to prove it? I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those situations where I don't really know what to say. Some people say, it's a dirty cop. I don't know. Or they can say he really could do it. And sometimes, we as family members or parents of kids who do things, well, they would never do that. And then we find that they did. And it's a hard pill to swallow too, right? The one thing that I can say, this is why I tell people used to say when I was young, that, you are just so scary, you so this and all that. I was never scared of things. I was just aware of situations and how they may flourish into other things that I would be bothered with. That was me. I was just aware, But in this situation, he done got pulled over. If you smoking weed and things of that nature, I mean, if that's what you gonna do you. But don't have contraband in the car. Don't have shit on you. They can tell and smell that you've been smoking it, but I'm pretty sure they're not. But if you don't have anything in the car, they can't say that you've been doing it. Now, they can plant some stuff if they want to. If it's that type of dirty cop, they could. I know a lot of police officers that they good, clean, respectable officers, so they don't do that type of stuff. But when you have and you riding dirty, you just open yourself up to that type of stuff. A shotgun, that. I can't say nothing else because I don't know nothing else about this situation. I just know that's where this at. So when you see it, they're going to talk about that. They're really disrupted by that whole situation, upset or torn, and they're having to deal with those legal issues, okay? There's that. Also on this show, they then scroll over to Sierra. I don't know if y'all have heard, but Sierra and Carly had their little spiff, I would say that I was shocked about it, but I'm really not shocked about it because everybody know every year, every season, Carly has got to have some type of spiff with some friend of hers. Carly is always into it. I feel like this lady has been in the industry so very long. She has been tainted by the industry. There aren't any levels of loyalty when you dealing with famous, celebrity, rich people anyway. They're not, to me, in my opinion, and please understand this is my opinion, I feel like sometimes when you are around a certain type of people, and it doesn't matter if you have money or not, but a certain type of people who don't value friendships, who don't value connections, everything is fake. So, you and Sierra had an issue, and I'm pretty sure there's people out here, y'all close with friends, y'all have friends, y'all have relationships, y'all been friends since y'all was in high school, junior high school, if not, at least been friends your whole adult life, adult life with like college, things of that nature, right? No problem. See you later, Robin. Things of that nature, right? You've had these relationships. You have a fight. You work through it. If it's a true friendship, you work through it. That's what you do. Carly don't work through with nothing. It's like, you have to be able to deal with Carly's friendship like dust in the wind, honey. and blow on it, baby, it's gone. Like, that's just how it is with her. So when these people have friendships with her for a couple of years and they think it's real, I'm looking at them sideways like, how you think it's real? I need Shaquan to knock on your door and be like, bitch, what? How do you think it's real? So she got a problem with Sierra. We all knew she was going to have a problem with Sierra. We knew she would have a problem with somebody. First, it started out, the first episode started out with her being at a funeral, an actual funeral. And people like, oh my God, who died, girl? We are so sorry. She's talking about my relationship. The guy that I was married to for a whole year. You so close with everybody, nobody know you was married for a whole year. Girl, bye. So I don't think she has much of a storyline this year, and in this season, I think we're going to see that. I think Sierra and her beef is going to be her storyline, while Sierra actually has life things happening to her. You know what I'm saying? Her daughter had been jumped on, so her daughter and a friend in school. Once again, kids, they have fights. They do it. It's part of childhood. So the girl and the daughter, Sierra's daughter and her friend or schoolmate or whatever got into it, had a little fight, a little spiff. I don't know how the mother got involved, but she got involved, showed up at the school. The mother and the daughter jumped this 14-year-old child. Girl, now listen, I'm a lot of things, okay? I try to be, as Shaquansha will say, she's an educated professional girl, honey. She tries to make sure that she handles things the professional way. And I do, okay? However, if that was my 14-year-old daughter and she had gotten into a riff, a fight, an argument with one of her classmates, as school-age kids do, and the mother, the parent, the father, the mother, the auntie, the grandmama, the great-grandmama, jumps in and lays a finger on my daughter. Me, Shaquansha, Shaquari, Ray, James, them, all them cousins, aunties, future cousins, and future aunties are going to be on that ass. Okay? We're going to be on that ass. I'm going to send them to beat the holy hell out of whoever that parent was. Because first of all, you come and talk to the parent. Then in the show, she talks about how these people lived in the same building. Apartment building, penthouse building, condo, whatever grandiloquent word they want to call it. They live in the same building together. So you mean to tell me you could knock on that door and talk to their mom about what her daughter did and y'all kind of mediate, work that through? You so mad you go up to the school and lay your hands on this child. Now, I do know that there's some kids out there who can make you hot as fish grease, honey. That mouth be on them, and you want to just boop, pop them, pop right in their face. You just want to do it because their mouth is just so reckless. Okay, I get it. You can't put your hands on no child. You go talk to their parent. You talk to the parent, and I don't condone violence, y'all, but you talk to the parent. You try to work it out. You try to reason. You know, you might have to pop her in the mouth because she done got reckless, and the daughter pops the daughter in the mouth. No. That's a very Shaquansha thing to do. I'm trying to be the softer side of Sears. Okay. So that may happen, but oh no, we don't do that. No, ma'am, we don't do that. So that happened. So Sierra's like, listen, I'm gonna fight this. I'm like, Sierra, you better get your Gucci, your Balmain purse, honey, your Balenciaga, and you better go to the nearest law firm, honey, get your lawyer on it and sue the bricks off that mama. It's what I would do. If you want to handle it that way, sue the bricks off of her, honey. I would take her for her apartment and all of her Rent-A-Center furniture that's in it, honey. All of it. Call Rent-A-Center and tell them you're not getting your furniture back because I'm about to own all of this stuff. But you put your hands on my daughter. I'm not going to do that. No, ma'am. Mama jumping in. Are you serious? Girl, bye. I don't care what that baby did. She's still a baby. You don't touch her. You get, you let your kids work that out. And if the parent jump in, you work that parent out is what you do. You work her ass all the way out. And I got cousins her age, they can work her out too. That's how that was handled back in the day when I was growing up. Now, I'm not saying I condone violence. I'm just saying when I was growing up, honey, you mess with me, you and some other folks mess with me, you got me, my cousins, my uncles, my aunties, because we was all the same age, girl, babies having babies. Aunties, we all rolling up to the scene. And that's we're going to handle it this way. And don't let a parent jump in because Lord Jesus, it's just a little war out in East Nashville. You're not doing it. So that is some old slick 2020 stuff that I ain't understand, but I hope she threw the brakes off of her and get all that ladies front and center furniture so they would learn to, for first and foremost, honey, keep hands, feet, and other objects to yourself. And then secondly, honey, don't be messing with rich women, honey. Just don't. Your life will be affected. And we got COVID going on right now. Girl. So that's the Sierra story, honey. Then they move into more of a more serious topic. I mean, it was a whole bunch of little serious topics. I mean, you talking about, Rashida and Kirk's son, being arrested and the charges that he's facing. You got Sierra, who's facing some legal issues. One, she's already had her own legal issues where someone said that she laid hands, and we found out that wasn't true. So she was able to, that case to be thrown out, and then her daughter's situation. And now we've got Alexa Sky, who, I'm not negating what she's saying because I don't do that. People experiences are their experiences. However, we had to figure out what her storyline is going to be. So this year she drops this bomb, okay? Just bomb talking about how she was a victim of sex trafficking. And we all know what's in the news today. This is a serious moment. It's not going to be a laughing moment, y'all. I'm saying. We all know what's in the news today, okay, about sex trafficking. And, of course, they think it's always the little white van, the popsicle truck, stuff like that that's out there grabbing these kids. But it really isn't. So they talked about, she shared her story. And before she was able to share her story, you had Jock and, of course, his fiance that kind of put this panel together of to discuss awareness around sex trafficking. So you had Jock and Kendra, just kind of having a little gathering, having people who have been involved in sex trafficking, who have been victims of sex trafficking, talk. And it was shocking to hear what things that we've heard. But one lady, she was on there and she was talking about how she was made and forced to have physical relations with 30 people in one day. So 30 people in one day. She talked about how she would get pregnant and how she would be forced to have abortions, in like her second term having abortions. And then right after having an abortion, being forced to go out there and service Johns, men, women, whatever. And her, captors were benefiting. You're thinking about $30,000 at least a day or a week off of one person. One person, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And it's real. It's happening. There was another lady that was on the panel that was talking about how she was not only someone who was trafficked, was a part of someone who's made to, who was abducted and being sexually trafficked. She also was someone that would help, I'm not going to say recruit, because when you say recruit, it's almost like it's an option, but who was actually out there choosing different victims. And she talked about how she was going to the churches. The churches. We're going to let that sit for a second. Churches. Befriending girls. Yes, honey. Hey, Mommy Vet, befriending them, becoming their little friend, and then abducting them in the church. Now, I'm not attacking the church, but I've told people in several of my streams and my discussions, honey, just because you're in the house of the Lord, honey, you got a whole bunch of devils and demonic spirits in that bad boy too. You still need to keep close eye, okay, on your babies. There's a lot of people and predators in there. Okay? So she was talking about how she was going to the church. So, they think it's cool. Oh, yeah, you can go over to Susie's house or you can go over to Shay's house and spend the night and y'all can be friends. And then your little girl come up missing or being touched. I'm just saying. So Alexis get on there and she talks about her story. Now, her story was, touching. It was devastating. I'm just going to say, based off of what they put out in the show, she was raped. I'm going to say she was raped. And she was forced, by one person to do things, right? He threw a phone away. She couldn't contact anybody, anything like that. But she talked about how someone had seen her and seen the fear in her face and something, and he had gotten her bus ticket back home. They really didn't talk about if it was the same person that abducted her or if it was somebody different. So I'm not really sure how it fits into the whole sex trafficking storyline. But I mean, she was abused sexually, which there's no excuse for that. There's no level of, whether it was worse or anything like that. Like, not saying any of that. I'm just saying that it just felt like she tried to force her line into the whole sex trafficking experience. And maybe she didn't want to expound upon it. I don't know. But I was like, okay, so this is what I'm going to leave at that because I'm not trying to offend nobody. The good, the bad, and the ugly. I just feel like it happened to her. I feel like she talked about it. I feel like she, was putting awareness out there. I just don't know if her story was the same as the victims who were actually being trafficked and forced to sleep with several people and, being sent through different countries and states and smuggled through different countries and states. And you get what I'm saying? Like, it was a little different. And she was a victim of a sexual crime. Absolutely. And so, there's that. So I'll just leave that and move right on and get on some brighter things, honey. Okay, the brighter things. So it started out really dark. I'm like, oh, it's going to be some interesting storylines this year. Okay, cool. So then we move from that and they go to the next scene where you've got the Bambi, you've got Mimi, Carly, you've got who else? Sierra, as well as Rashida. Rashida's meeting up. Like, okay, why are we at this ski store? So Rashida puts this trip together so they can go to Pigeon Forge, girl. When they said Pigeon Forge, I said, then I was like, oh, they coming to my neck of the woods. Yes, God. What's up, Almira? They coming to my neck of the woods and see some things. I like that. So they was getting some little gear for that. Getting ready to go on their girls trip. And I was like, oh God, y'all already know every time they go on a girls trip on any of these shows, whether it's Real Housewives of Atlanta, whether it's Love and Hip Hop of Atlanta, Love of Hip Hop New York, Miami, whatever. They go on these trips, you just be like, oh, you don't want to be on that trip, but you want to watch all of the drama that's about to unfold. You want to watch all that. What's up, Myra Pumpkin? Yes. Ooh, love. So all of that. What's up, Janae? Janae? So all of that's going on, right? So they about to go on this trip. And like I told y'all, Carly and Sierra had their little thing and they finna be on this trip together. So, you got Carly who wanted to comment, oh my God, Paris is Sierra's daughter's name. I am so, sad to see, it just broke my heart to see Paris in an altercation and the things that was happening to Paris, things of that nature. I definitely want to be there for Sierra, but I don't know if I can trust her. Honey, your little petty spill don't have nothing to do with this, sweetheart. Get your thoughts together. You are really trying to add and mold and build up this little storyline and your little beef with Sierra, because every season you have a beef with somebody, and then soon as the season is over, y'all friends, y'all kumbaya, y'all doing things together. Oh, you all about the everything, y'all cool. But then you got to figure out in between seasons what your storyline is going to be. You got to start building it up, and I get it. It's work. It's supposed to be unscripted, so you have to create your script, right? So you're gonna make this whole Sierra thing a big thing, and it was just a spat. Okay, girl, right? So she's on here. I'm not shocked by her antics at all. It's always something with Carly, as I said before. I feel like her being in the entertainment industry around all these celebrities have built that whole, I don't know. I don't think they really get what real friends and what real friendships are. So I'm going to give her that. But I was nervous about this whole meetup, honey. So they on a bus, they talking, they taking little jabs back and forth to each other. And then they drop the bomb that who is going to be there? Oh, Shekinah is going to show up in Pigeon Forge. Now, I don't know if y'all know, but I absolutely love Shekinah. I do. I think she's so pretty. Her skin is so beautiful. I was able to meet her a few times at the hair shows. She was really consistent, really nice. She's real. And I think with people, real recognize real, right? So if you're a direct communicator and you real, you can deal with other direct communicators. But if you somebody who fake and phony and you call yourself real, I call you a fake real direct communicator, you can't deal with people like Shakana or myself really, because your feelings will get hurt. You don't like them, things of that nature, and it's just hard, right? So she's showing up. Next episode, we're gonna see what that's like, and I can't wait to see it. I am shocked to see that her and Spice is not getting along. I didn't really know that, but I'm sure they're gonna let that unfold, and they're gonna talk about it, and we're gonna be all, updated on what they got going on. So we're gonna see what this ski trip is gonna be back. But that's my little quick synopsis of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta episode 5 for this season, honey. You had a lot of disturbing intros coming into play. We're gonna see a whole lot of that other stuff that's going on. People gonna, be fake. I was glad to see that Mimi and her boo is still together. That's a good look on Mimi. Mimi has kind of had some rocky things, and this little relationship I think has lasted for like 3 seasons right now. So that's cute. I'm gonna see what little issues they're gonna have that's gonna come up, because like I said initially, when these 20-year-old relationships are popping, baby, it's a lot that goes on there. So I'm here to see what's happening there. Akbar is still on there, which I think is Candy's cousin. Them pretty ass teeth. I love me some Akbar. This is pretty, honey. Pretty old teeth. I need her dentist. That's what I need to give me a good old grill going on, honey. Good old pearly whites. But if y'all have not checked it out, go check it out. Go check it out. I think if you like Ratchet TV, you want to see some drama, you want to step away from your reality and look at somebody else's reality, have some popcorn, and just watch that train wreck happen, honey. That's what you do. Get you a good old Ratchet TV Sunday and watch Love and Hip Hop episode 5. That's that on that. That is absolutely that on that. And if you don't really like that and you like more of the biopics, I think that everybody needs to go out there once again when I started and watch the Clark sisters. I was emotional through that whole movie. And I think for me, because I come from a background of growing up in the church. So when they get to singing, honey, and you remember hearing the Clark sisters as a kid growing up, and your grandparents and your parents listening to them, you just like, oh my God, yes. I was just emotional. But I really feel like they could have done a little bit better with, really telling the story. I feel like this was more of a homage, a dedication to their mother, so people understand everything she went through, how she molded them to become the women that they are today. They touched on a little drama, but they're not trying to give you too much. And I believe that, if they gave you too much, it would tell too many secrets to the recipe. And Church of God in Christ is not having that, honey. Don't do too much, honey, because we'll throw your ass right on out. Throw you right on out. As Zoe would say, the door, get on up out of here. So I wish they would have did a little bit better with that. That's that. So we talked about stipulation checks. You get it. You're going to be affected by it next year. So you're probably going to have to pay it back. Just saying. We talked about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta and all the drama, and we talked about the Clark sisters. And that's all really I have for this episode. I mean, I would love if someone wants to get on and kind of chit chat and tell me if they've seen the show. You want to talk about it? The nephew is telling it. What nephew? I'm trying to see what nephew, what I'm missing. The nephew is telling it. Bridget K, what nephew? I want to know. And what we talking about? What they telling, boo? I wants to know what Bridget talking about. The Clark sisters' nephew is telling. Oh, is that what you're talking about? I need confirmation, because y'all know I'm gonna go look that up. I'm gonna look that interview up because I'm nosy. And I mean, once I'm done with work, honey, I want to get in everybody else's business. The sister who was on the outside of the video about the pen. Oh, Nene. Niecy. You talking about Denise. So y'all, if y'all have not seen the show, there is one daughter, and everybody know, you got that one daughter, honey. She was like, listen, I am who I am. I know, mama, you want me to wear the long skirts and you want me to wear, you know, the pearls and the shirt up to my neck and all that, honey. But she had a whole different story, honey. So she was the one that was a little more secular, is what they would say. You know, she liked to get out and she liked to dance and have a good time, you know, live life. And you know, if you come from a real strict Christian family, honey, you can't live life like that. They'll make you feel like, honey, you just going to hell. You just a sinner. So, you know, they ended up her son. Oh, I can't wait to hear that story. So Bridget is saying that niece Denise, which is a sister who ended up leaving the group. So when they went to sign their record deal with the record label, Denise was like, listen, I'm done. I can't do this. I need to get away from you, mama. I need to get away from all y'all judgmental selves. You know, she done had kids by bishops and things of that nature out of wedlock. So, you know, that's not the look. I don't care if you Kojic, Baptist, Pentecostal, whatever. That's not the look, you know. So they kicked her out, and she ended up having 7 boys, right, Bridget? She ended up having 7 boys. What's up, Paul? What's up, Shantice? We're talking about the Clark Sisters movie. So she ended up having 7 boys, and the family just act like they didn't, from what they told on Lifetime, the family just act like they didn't exist. So once she left, it was like the sister and the family member in which we do not speak. We don't talk about her. Okay. So when the mother passed away, when Miss Dottie passed away, she came through there, honey. Her and her 7 boys. And she was like, I'm her daughter. And that was my mama too. And, you know, of course, you had Karen and Jackie that was like, you know, you need to sit down, you know, and nobody trying to hear all of this. And they want to settle down and quieten her up because, you know, they want to act like she was that family member that did the most. But she was like, I'm her daughter too. And on top of that, it was my mama. And it ain't all peaches and cream. You know what I'm saying? We got faults, but I'm still family, and you still my sisters and all that stuff. But they just felt like she went rogue, and they just pushed her on out. So I knew that the kids, the nephews, is gonna have something to say because they were kind of like the outsiders. And every family have those people that they push on the outside and act like they're just so much better than. And I can't say that I'm shocked, you know. I'm only going off the fact of what I've experienced, you know. You have those aunties, and I try not to be that auntie, but I'm probably gonna be that auntie too, who just thinks she better in that corner, thinking she better than everybody, honey. So you already know, we don't mess with them. I try not to be that way, but you know, they're like that. They said Denise did AM. Oh, she did a movie. Girl, I'm here for it. I think there's 3 sides to every story. Every story. Each side. And then the truth is somewhere in between there. And I think if you watch, you know, Denise's version of it, she's going to get into more nit and grit of what happened, the non-Lifetime. Hopefully Netflix will do that one and give it some substance. The nephew talking, honey, and we look at all of everything they say, we'll figure out the truth. It was Lifetime's highest rated commercial TV series. Their 3rd highest rated, like, period. So you had secular and non-secular folks watching it. So I did see that there was an interview that I had seen that probably within the last few days. I think that was on Larry Reed's. It was called Part 4. And when I say Part 4, if you look at Part 1, 2, and 3, it goes back over a few years. So yes, I do plan on checking out Larry Reed's interview on YouTube with Denise. I saw that and I was like, honey, this is going to be, they're going to pour all kind of tea. They're going to have all type of Lipton tea bags and kettles and pots of water. We're going to have enough pitchers of tea to serve sweet and non-sweet to everybody, honey, when we get done. But that's that. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. That's kind of old Christian, what I call ratchet TV a little bit. Because, you know, we watching the drama unfold and we like, what they gonna say, what they gonna do. You look at the juice, especially when you can identify. So I'm ready for it. What else y'all want to talk about? We've talked about that, honey. Who else want to talk about something? Who want to jump on? I'm going to put the link in, and if anybody wants to come in, honey, they can come into the link. And I always do this, and then folk be like, I ain't coming on there with your ass. Leave me the hell alone. I'm not coming in that damn show. I don't want to get on here. It will be posted on Facebook and YouTube, so please know before you join, okay? You know, we're talking about some things, but that's the link should you want to come into the studio and want to chit chat about some things. I wish David was on here, honey. Myra, you need to go get David because David would talk about the things because I know y'all know what I'm talking about because we came from a very similar, you know, religious family. So we know what's going on with that. Shantice, what's going on, girl? Did you see it? Were you able to see the movie? The movie, darling. Were you able to check it out? And stuff? I think Kira Sheard was on Good Morning America, too. I can't wait to see that. She did a really good job playing her mother. I mean, it wasn't much of a stretch, though, because of the fact that her mother, honey, they sound alike, they look alike, honey, the vocal abilities, yes, God, was everything. But yeah, she looks a lot like her mother. So, and she did a wonderful job. Now, what I didn't know until afterwards that it was actually produced by Queen Latifah, Mary J. Blige, and who was the other person that produced it? I can't remember right off, but it was really good. I'm talking about really good. Really good. I just wish they would have gave us more content. If they would have given us content, it would have been phenomenal. Like absolutely phenomenal had they given us more content. I'm just saying. Well, anyway, I guess that's all I really have. I just want to get on and see what you guys are doing. Thank you for joining. Thank you for, you know, entertaining me during this moment of us being quarantined. Dear God, us being quarantined and made to stay in the house and play with ourselves. Some probably do literally, but I meant like staying to ourselves. That's probably too much if you're playing with yourself. And like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? So on YouTube, you can find me at Savon1111, or you can do a search for the Savon Experience. And then I'm going to create another channel for Facebook just for the Savon Experience, so I can kind of separate the two. But you can find me on T. Savon Osborne on Facebook. And then, of course, for those who'd like to donate via Cash App to make this channel grow, I am $ T. Savon Osborne on Cash App. Just saying. So we can sow into the kingdom of this show and make it grow. Okay? Just saying. We can. But yeah. So anyway, thank you guys for joining my show and my live broadcast. I'm going to download this video and post it on my YouTube site. And let me know if you guys, what other content you may want. You can email me at thesavonexperience@gmail.com. Have a good night. Bye, y'all.